Alright, hello everyone. Today we're gonna be casting Team versus Ivy for the monthly championship of May in the quarterfinals. Today I have a special guest,
Hello,
Holly.
everyone. Hello.
Hello. First we're gonna look at the builds that's been played in this game to get you a heads up on the what's gonna happen. So I'll let Holly introduce Team's build.
All right. So from team, we've got a fairly staple sort of meta build for the May Flux. We've got basically an Enrage Smash Hamoria, an AOB Dervish, and then we've got the sort of generic Flux Ranger bar with Apply Poison. We also have the two Flux Mesmers for instant DPS, lots of shatters and things like that. The only thing that sticks out quite a bit from team's perspective is the Peace and Harmony Monk, which isn't really meta for this Flux. I think most prop monks were playing with the Flux, and then we've just got your sort of generic healers on number 7 and 8.
Yeah, pretty fair. We have Ivy with a more non-conventional lineup, I would say. What sticks out for the first is that they don't have a dervish, which is very rare in every meta in the game. They have two warrior, one axe, one e-smash, pretty standard bars for them. We have warrior paragon, which is pretty meta this month and pretty strong with the recent addition of the strain spear. I don't know if the guy had the strength spear because only PvE characters can have them.
Yeah.
And then you have standard dumb mesmer with e-burn, P-leak and stuff. What is not standard for this month though is Illu mesmer, like clumsiness mesmer with some degen stuff. And then you have the three monks, pretty standard. I think what sticks out from team's monks, apart from the PNH, is that Ivy is not running any shield guardians, which I
No.
think is a good thing
Yeah, I
because
agree.
well, shield guardian is a kind of P-leak magnet in this meta,
Exactly.
and we see that team has two. So I don't know. I don't quite like that, but I don't think they would lose for that reason either, so I think it's fine in the end. Alright, let's up to the game.
Okay.
Are you ready to up to the game, Ali?
Yeah, let's bounce. Go.
Let's go. Okay, just started. We didn't get fucked by someone already watching. That's cool. That's a good start. Alright, so we have team in the blue team and Ivy in the red team. The map is Imperial. So what do you think of both team builds on that map?
I think they're pretty fair builds. I mean, to be honest, I'd say IV has a slight edge because they can defend the Ranger so easily with the Illusion Mesmer. Like, I think it can actually solo the Ranger.
Yeah, the Illu Mesmer is definitely a ranger killer, but my point of view of it is okay, the Illu Mesmer wins 1v1, but Imperial is such a small and thin map. Well,
Mm,
it's a very long map, but you can easily collapse and always be 8v8 pretty much.
that's
So I
true.
don't think Solo Splitter mattered much on that map. So if I was given a build to choose, I would definitely go with Team's build
Mm,
because I don't think the Illu Mesmer is gonna have much space to do anything.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Also, obviously, Ivy not running a Dervish is gonna hurt them at some point. Well, could hurt them at some point. Maybe it will not, but
Yeah, I mean, it makes it really hard to get any NPCs in the base,
yeah,
things like
exactly.
that. So
And
you need to react really quick and fall out the base if you
yeah,
engage with the
exactly.
knights.
Team has the potential with Butters to kill the Knights at any point, or even the Footies. When for Ivy, it's gonna be a pain in the ass at any point.
Mm.
Team is
Meanwhile, you're
already,
taking quite a
yeah,
bit of pressure here.
bit pressure. I guess because of the movement. Let's see
Yeah, you
what other flag tactic starts. I guess both teams are gonna hold at this point.
Yeah, Lysek's team's ranger is already snaring number 5, but don't know if that's very useful when they haven't capped the flag already.
Yeah, well, if they wanted to, it would have been okay if they flagged straight away. But
Yeah,
crippling if they don't is pretty useless. As actually, I would if I was team, I would cap first, which they just did actually, because their build is just so much better at moving around. I think
Oh,
like
definitely.
with the ranger, and especially something you didn't mention in the build part, they have a discharge on the warriors, so they can really bank
You,
off movement pretty
yeah, you can
much.
really make movements and push the flags with the teleport and stuff like that. It's really effective.
Yeah, definitely. Many things happening at once. First thing to note is that team is flagging on the dervish, which is interesting, and the ranger is splitting, and he's facing his worst enemy, the Illu mesmer, pretty much.
Yes, I think it's interesting. I mean, normally I think people run on the mesmer assassin, don't they?
Yeah,
Maybe they're just doing that in case one of IV split off or something and we need to defend with the mesmer. I'm not sure what the logic
yeah,
is behind that.
but yeah, the only thing that would be splitting right now at that moment would be the word bargain, but it doesn't seem to want to split at
No,
any point. So basically, the ranger and Illu mesmer just cancel each other on that bridge.
they're running on Dervish again, or trying to. It looks like I think
Yeah, and they're a full flag ahead, behind. So team is not like doesn't have the upper hand right now. They're flag
definitely not.
behind. They're flagging on Dervish, means which means that they won't be able to kill in anytime soon. A pretty slow game for now.
Yep.
I mean, some attempts from the team's ranger definitely. It's getting
Looks like
defended by eight.
Isaac's splitting again.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
defended by eight, which normally you would find absolutely crazy.
Quite risky to do that, yeah, because then they got
But
4 damage at main team against the 2 monks. So
yeah, but all in all, when you have the dervish holding the flag, it's not that risky anymore. Look at him.
no,
He's gonna drop
exactly.
it, which is a good thing.
Good move.
So they're gonna hold, which is as well a good thing. But they need to try to kill now. Oh, an
Oh,
emo dies. That was
yeah,
surprising. I missed
that
that.
was
He exploded.
yeah, he did certainly did explode.
He's getting packed. So that's a bit unfortunate because right at the time where they were supposed to try and kill them, they died.
Yeah,
And now Brothers goes to flag again. So it's definitely not
super
the
behind on
yeah,
flags.
it's definitely not a good start for them. Like it's such a bad start for them that Ivy is disrespecting them and defending with eight.
Yeah,
And even though they have a character designed to defend a ranger, so yeah, that's a very weird start of a game if you ask me. Yeah, team still running on the dervish. I mean,
wow, it looks like Ivy are actually going balls deep here. They're gonna run flag on number 8.
oh, there's a lot of disrespect in this game. I think tactically wise on Ivy side, but they don't die. They don't take damage. Oh, and because team is double flagging again on the
Mm.
dervish.
They need to get ahead on flags. Need to
Yeah,
get some
I
flag
mean that's
advantage.
that's fair. Two choices here. Or either you try and kill them when they flag on 8, but if you don't, you're still a full flag ahead, so why not just get ahead on flags right now?
Yeah,
That's fair. I don't even know that where he died, honestly. I didn't even catch it, but it literally exploded. I guess
yeah,
some clumsiness stuff happened, but I don't think he
yeah.
should die either way.
I mean, that's the thing with those mesmers. They're doing so much base damage. This
Yeah,
flux is horrible to be honest, and it's all armor ignoring as well. So
yeah, the warrior can die pretty quickly.
yep,
Talking about that, like they have like Hy-Vee as a frenzy warrior, so we might like have an A on him. Maybe he'll just explode at some point too.
wouldn't be surprised.
And Team's Ranger is again in the 1v1 where you can't absolutely do anything.
Yeah, it's just useless to stand there
So
really.
basically, my point of view on it is that stop going to split. Like you have a character that's designed to fuck you up, so just
Yeah,
don't go there and play 8v8.
the 8v8, try to push flags, stuff like
And
that.
basically, if you do play 8v8, you're way more useful than that Mesmer is. So just
Well, they
go.
actually have a better 8v8 build to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. The clumsiness is not very good 8v8.
Yeah,
Like his bar is not that bad for 8v8.
it's just annoying really. It's just
Yeah, but
annoying to play
it's
against. That's
annoying.
it.
It
It's not
basically
really
doesn't do much. It basically doesn't do any damage if you stop eating.
exactly.
So
Conditional.
Can't say it's very good. So who is holding the flag? Is it Butters? Yeah, it's all Butters holding the flag. He just dropped it to sink. Now they have a full flag. Nothing. They don't have a full flag. Team is yeah, they have a full flag ahead, but Ivy is holding,
Yeah,
and that's good because you can see team is really
taking loads of
pressured.
pressure. They're getting forced to pull back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're gonna engage the footies here.
it's very good for team to go in the footies because Ivy doesn't have a dervish. So if Ivy grabs the footies, it's very bad for them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, team is under such pressure, and they have to push a flag through now. I guess they'll push it on. Oh, they just dropped it in the back. That's interesting.
hmm I think they're not even gonna try to push until the monks are a bit higher on energy. To be honest, like the footies have dropped.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they lost the
Um,
foodies, man. Damn,
they've lost the footy advantage there, so
that's big.
they either
Okay,
push or pull back. One
yeah,
of
I
the
think
two.
they sacrificed the foodies for the energy, basically. I
Yeah,
think they should be good on energy now. And there's no reason they drop low again, honestly.
and their warrior's getting snared really bad. Yeah, but there's a PNH
Yeah,
incoming on him.
PNH is big. Maybe not. Alright, they're gonna be flagging. Oh, unfortunately, Ivy doesn't have a backup. So it's pretty much back to square one right now.
Should always run him back up
Yeah, unless you're gonna by your
unless you know
by
you're
your
gonna wipe him.
presence wipe them.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I don't think by his presence, Belzor, the Illu mesmer, is gonna wipe them. So
IV taking huge pressure now.
yeah, why? Because of the poison, pretty much.
Exactly.
Oh, and we have the first death on Ivy side.
Yeah. Looks like they're just absolutely going ham on the monks here, just training the monks out. Both the
Yep,
frontliners.
which is good. The team is finally doing what they should be doing in this game,
Yeah.
which is flag when needed and kill when needed. Oh, and as I said that, Burgers is grabbing another flag.
Oh god.
I'm so surprised why they're not flagging on the Mesmer assassin. Like,
Yeah, it is.
what does it bring to the table that's better than Burgers in
I mean, they still have
8v8?
one shatter at main team even if they ran on the mesmer. Like
Yeah.
it's
Okay, he brings an empathy, but
yeah,
like
that's it.
you don't need that. Basically, I don't know. It's 4 damage. Your monk can hold that for a minute. They don't need your help of pillaging the enemy mesmer to survive. So basically, you lose absolutely all your pressure by running on your dervish. Also, you make it a pretty dangerous target,
Oh
as
yeah, especially for the.
the dervish is this month, and
Uh-huh.
they're dropping the flag. That's a big risk, but
Looks like it pulled off for them
yeah,
now.
it did. That
Oh,
team is
it's.
still a flag behind again.
Mhm.
They seem to be having a big problem. Okay, so they're gonna do what they did minutes ago, which is double run on batters to finally get ahead on flags. It's a very flag heavy game.
Yeah, it's very flag orientated.
Yeah, not much pushing though. It's just running and double running pretty much.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, I think Lysak knows now that the mesmer can just fuck him up, basically. So
I think I don't know. I think it's working for Ivy, so they maybe shouldn't change anything. But I would be trying stuff with the Warrior Paragon probably. Either push flags or maybe push the base. They don't have a very good answer to him. They have the Ranger, but you don't die to a Ranger in 10 seconds on this
yeah.
map. So
They could send back Sync, couldn't they?
yeah, they could, but it is the same applies. You don't die to it. And if
Yeah,
you get
I
if
guess he can just run away.
yeah, and if you get the head start, maybe you get NPCs of it.
Mm.
But I mean, for now, they're just. I think they're happy with what they're doing. So I was gonna say team is gonna be ahead on flag, and then I see number five or high Ivy bringing a flag again,
Yeah,
and actually, yeah, they're flagging on eight, dropping it on five. So team is already behind on flag again, basically. Lysek should have crippled that guy on the back, the way back.
but us running another flag.
Yeah, it's a very curious game. It could go to 28 at this point. Like if it if it keeps
Oh
going on
yeah,
like that,
easily.
like if they keep running on the dervish, they won't ever kill.
Be interesting to hear the thought process behind that. I'm sure they must have had some sort of reason.
Yeah, I guess so. Not sure it's the best reason, but they must have had one. It's very curious. It really lies in them thinking sync is more useful at main than batteries is.
Yeah,
The only reason I would see is that they're scared to have batteries die, but because Ivy is not playing two dumb mesmers, I don't see that happening. He's not at risk more than any other guy. Well, slightly, but not too much. Team is almost dying again. Oh, so no. Oh, I think they're gonna hold this time. No, they're gonna double run again. What the fuck? Okay, this is getting awkward.
yeah. Very still style of
And
play.
as you can see, like Ivy is not messing up. They're half running on the 8, so as long as they don't die, they're doing the correct job. They're always gonna be ahead on flag, and eventually they're gonna achieve something. It's very weird. I don't see where this is going.
No,
None of the team is taking too much pressure. But if that keeps going, I guess Ivy has some potential to kill at some point, maybe.
Ivy are under some pressure now. Actually,
Yeah, some poison
good
spreading.
poison spread up on them.
Yeah, maybe I didn't check, but maybe Ivy's mesmer was really careful on the poisons so far, and he just let one through,
Yeah,
and he takes another one right there, so he doesn't want nothing to do with the poison. Team about to be one flag ahead, behind again. They're actually not that behind for
no,
once,
no.
and Emo is gonna play a bit with the flag, which is gonna make him waste time. That's good, even if he doesn't achieve anything. He just made them waste time. So for one of the
But
few occasions this game team is in a position where they can go to the flagger, and they already ran a second flag on Birder. So now for the first time in the game, team is, oh, maybe the second time they're gonna be ahead on flag. And okay, I'm so confused now. They're full flag ahead and Bitters runs again.
yeah, I don't know
And Sync
what they're
doesn't
doing.
cap straight away. Well, I mean he has a warrior on him,
I think he's trying to get there. There we go.
but Bitters is running another flag. Like I'm confused. What's the strategy? The only thing that would make sense, but I don't think it's their plan because it's too thinking forward, is that they want to get this to 28 because Ivy doesn't have a dervish, but that seems like a very dangerous plan if that's the case.
Yeah,
And maybe thinking too much forward. Actually, Ivy has a clumsiness mismatch with which is not
yeah,
bad
exactly.
at 28.
I think it could be quite hard for team to sneak any NPCs before the
Yeah,
28 mark as well
yeah, it should
against
be.
Ivy's build.
So I just don't get why they're not. Why is Butters running so much flags? See, like Ivy has to run a first full flag, and Butters is on his way to run a flag.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm confused. I think I'm gonna stop saying that because it won't change anything. But team's tactics is very, like flagging wise, is very questionable in this game. They're making it a slow and boring game, pretty much. But I like what the Warrior Paragon of Ivy is doing. Is making him lose some time. It's very good.
Oh yeah,
Is this definitely the place where he should be?
yeah. He kind of takes the place for the ranger, doesn't he?
Yeah,
So
definitely on this map he can't take the place for the Ranger. It's viable to have a Warrior Paragon on this map instead of a Ranger.
yeah,
It has weaknesses and cons, I guess, but pros and cons, I mean. The team is a like heavy. Oh, okay. Might have been some frenzy death.
you
I
called it
know.
earlier.
Yeah, I know he swapped to rush, but maybe that was a bit too late. And he base resists, so oh
Looks like they're under quite a lot of pressure now.
yeah, the pro defense is doing big work right there. But
Sync's just holding the flag.
oh, Okay.
Seems like the right move, to be honest,
Yeah, yeah.
because Ivy are wiping for it.
Ivy is they're taking big death of that one small death on the warrior somehow. It's weird.
Yeah,
But as you can see, when Butters takes out his scythe and start eating people, well, people die.
of course, it's the way it works.
It's pretty interesting, Guild War.
Isaac's just been able to get his poison up as well, so Ivy might start taking some real pressure now.
Yep, definitely. And unlike Ivy, when team aggroes the footies, they should get rid of them pretty quickly if they manage to build them up on the dervish.
Yeah.
Moral wise, we can see Ivy is pretty under team. Like they took some death. That's four already.
Hmm.
I think team only took one death on the. No, actually they took two. I know they took one on the warrior, but I don't remember who was the second one.
Looks like Ivy are sacrificing the footman now, and they're going to pull back to knights.
Yeah, smart decision, I guess. But they
Teemo
have
down.
to. If you ask me, they have to push a flag at this point. It's gonna be hard though because not much time. Oh, and
They should be able to push one now, though, I think, with Teemo dead.
yeah, Emo just died. I
It's
missed that
perfect
again.
opportunity to push a flag.
So they should be pushing a flag definitely now because they killed someone that already died, and this guy is already like at something like 24 DP now, I think, maybe 22.
Yeah.
So that's big. But they are a man down too, so it's hard. It's a big it's a big risk to push a flag because basically they didn't have the dumb mesmer, which means that they barely could take poison out. And pushing a flag a man down with poison up is pretty risky.
I
So
think
it's,
at this stage in the game, they need to start a split off the Warrior Paragon or something like that because Ivy just seem really far behind. Need to
yeah,
start making some plays now.
they need to move around. Like basically them giving out the boost is as bad as it gets,
Yeah.
and I don't see them killing them 8v8 with the build at this point.
No.
They shouldn't anyway. So basically, you're right. They should either split around, stall the game. Oh, that guy disappeared again, and or turtle the base, I guess. Let them push in the knights.
I think they're gonna
They're
have to do
not
that now.
resing.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not resing. I saw a res sig interrupted. Probably pact interrupted as well on the mesmer. Oh, he's pacting. He just pacted him with
Oh,
low life
nice.
though.
Yeah.
If he
Oh,
dies
it's.
again, that's bad.
Oh god. Oh, damn.
Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. His team gonna be able to finish the game though. It'll depend on the
Might
two
be hard.
monks. It
Might be
might be
hard.
hard, might be hard. But you have to remember, team has two dumb mesmers, so
Yeah.
can be quite fast, like shutting down two monks.
I think they would have just been better off not resing them and just pulling back
Yeah,
into the pit.
I know Taki has one res, definitely. Yeah, he's
Oh, he's
resing.
getting it up.
Oh, he's faking.
Good
Oh, he
fake.
faked
That was
it. Yeah.
excellent.
Oh,
Really
damn,
nice.
that's big. Okay, they're not gonna finish then. That's very good. They're gonna lose one knight though.
Just back door. I've just seen number three from IV going to split, which is definitely the right move at this
Yeah,
moment in time.
definitely at this
You
point
want
of
to
time.
take some damage away from the
Maybe he
main
should
team.
have gone even slightly before that.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
oh, and they killed the second knight. That's big. That's actually big. Like getting the second knight right at the end, right there.
It doesn't look like they're sending anything back for number three from IV's
Yeah,
team at the minute.
arguably he could have flagged it.
But they're
Honestly,
sending Ranger back.
yeah, I think he could have flagged. Honestly.
Yeah,
I
probably.
would have flagged at his place when he went to the teleporter and saw no one going back. I think he should have flagged.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get crippled, he can get the flag through easily, and then suddenly Ivy are in a good position.
Yeah, would have caused some issues for team if he did that, I think.
Definitely, they would have started running double flags for 10 minutes again, probably. Alright, such like it's a good move, drawing the ranger back. If he
Yeah.
does that for like 5 minutes, it's perfect actually.
I think he can actually lose the 1v1 though, so he needs to be really careful. Yeah, just make sure he doesn't eat any of the cripples from.
He will definitely lose it if he starts trying it, but at the
Yeah.
same time, he should never be in a position where he is gonna die and his monks are not in range. So he should be okay.
So it looks like IV are getting a flag through now on the warrior.
Yeah, and they're all full HP and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should be able to get that through, and team doesn't have a backup, so
He might try to block the stairs here because yeah,
yeah,
he's going short way. So
it wouldn't be too bad. Actually, it was something we could have pointed out as well is that while team ran all those double flags, they could have body blocked so much times too because well, Ivy doesn't have Dervish, so you
yeah,
can basically do that for free, especially when you're running two plot defense.
definitely. I mean, they got clumsiness, which is AOE, I think, but
Yeah, but
still not
you just
enough. I
don't
mean,
eat.
yeah, exactly.
You just don't eat through it, and you just body block and don't move, don't eat, don't do nothing, and they basically don't have much damage.
I think IV had such an advantage at the start, though. They could just always run short way and it wouldn't have mattered anyway,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be honest.
definitely. But Ivy is like getting the game back in hands, I guess, at this point. It's gonna be curious what's gonna happen at 28 though, because team clearly has an advantage now.
So IV are pushing really aggressively, it looks like, with the Warrior and also their Mesmer #5 that they're originally using to run flags with. So it looks like they're changing up the play style and they're
That's
going to run flag
very
on
good.
their Warrior Paragon.
That's very good. Like right now, this is what they should be doing. They like same than team. Ivy should be body blocking if the dervish runs that much
Yeah.
because well, it's their AoE damage basically. Well, they often drop it to the mesmer too, and they've never retried it as well. So that's a big misplay. Like you wanna be near the dervish every time he drops the flag, because
Mhm.
that one time you retry it, it's a big advantage for your team.
Without a doubt.
And I didn't catch it, but number seven died again. I
I
think
missed that as
he's.
well.
I'm not sure, but he. Oh, and Ranger of team is doing the bodyguard. I'm not
Looks
sure
like
I
he just
like that.
managed to sneak out there whilst IV's Mesmer was pushing flags.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very well played too. I don't
Definitely.
like. I dislike what he's doing right now. Like since he started, like his move is good. Going in the base is definitely good. Killing the bodyguard is bad. I'd rather kill the two archers. And
Yeah.
now he's killing a side archer instead of a pit archer, which is even worse. Like I think the decision making of this ranger was very bad. Like good idea to go and split, but I would almost all the time kill the archers instead of the bodyguard. Because well, if they don't come and defend you, it means that they don't know you're there, which means
Mhm.
that you don't want to warn them by killing the bodyguard that is in the party window.
Yeah, so he might have shot himself in the foot a bit there, I think.
And then he kills the back archer instead of killing a pit archer, which he still kills nonetheless. But still, had Ivy defended that faster, he wouldn't have killed them, and that could have paid at some point.
I think
And number
IV are
seven
really
died
DP'd now.
again. Yeah, I think number seven could be 60 at this point.
Potentially, yeah.
Ivy is resigning. I think it might be game for team.
So
They're
all
not
after
gonna go to
time, so it
low
looks like it's going to
damage.
be a wrap, I think.
Should be, yeah. What did you think of that match, Ali? On
I think
both
overall,
teams?
I think it was a very strange game. It was lots of strange tactics that I haven't really seen before.
Yeah, definitely. The flagging game was questionable for team.
Yeah, I think IV also had a really big advantage at the start. There was just a couple
Yeah.
misplays.
I think what really shoot Ivy in the feet right there in that game was that even though they had flag advantage the whole game, they didn't really manage to um, bang through it because, in my opinion, they played an Illu mesmer, which just doesn't do any damage
Mhm.
basically. Had they had any other character, maybe another dumb mesmer, maybe pretty much anything that does damage, I think they would have been a very good spot to actually kill team because of the flag advantage.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, anyway, boys, thanks for watching. Thank you, Ali, for commentating with me.
My pleasure.
That was very good. Thank you. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best of games, but maybe we catch a better game in the future. And well, thank you everybody for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Ciao.